this turned down, and I think we are good. What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? What's up, T-Bug? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Saints and Jets coming up very shortly. Let's hope it's a good game. Saints rocking new uniforms today, by the way. Let me see if I can get that pulled up real quick while we wait. They're rocking black helmets with all gold uniforms. That's not it. This should work though. Oh, where did I go? There we go. Saints rocking all gold unis with the black helmets. These are kind of cool. I like them. I've never seen all gold unis before for the Saints, but I like them. Let's go back here live. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Happy holidays to you too, Jerry. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's hope this is a good game, an interesting one. It would be such a Saints thing to lose to the Jets after beating the Panthers and Bucks. It would be such the Saints thing to do. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. The games this week have been really nuts. The Thursday night game between Seattle and the Rams was awesome. The game yesterday between the Bears and Packers, that final few minutes or whatever, was awesome. I didn't see any of the Commanders and Eagles, but I'm assuming that game wasn't as great. But what a great week of football. I got to keep an eye on the Panthers and the Bucks. Happy holidays to you too, man. Appreciate that. I'm ready for some football, though. What the fuck are the Saints going to do on offense? Sorry for my language if you don't like that, but, like, Vele is out for the season. So Kevin Austin Jr. is wide receiver 2. Who are their tight ends? All their starting running backs at the start of the season on the roster are injured. No AK, no Kendre, and no Devin Neal. Like, Olave and Juwan is all Tyler Shuck's got. At least we got Tyler Shuck. But Cesar Ruiz is out, so now the Saints are down to their backup center, their backup right guard, and their backup left guard. Although Radens is better than Trevor Penning. And Fuaga at right tackle, although he's been playing injured most of the season. We talked a lot of about Spencer Rattler's situation last year. This situation might just be as bad. Rattler didn't have Olave, but that's about it. Like, it's really damn close. It is really damn close to being at that same level, which isn't great, obviously. Let's get this thing going. They introduced the offense today. 50 Cent is at the game. He dapped up Tyler Shuck. We have a quarterback with motion now. That's crazy to think about. Let's get this thing pulled up real quick. They introduced the offense today. Let's see the crowd reaction to Tyler Shuck. It's a good reaction. Fire clip too. I want to see like that actual footage. Last home game. That's pretty cool. Just waiting for this game to kick off so we can get things going. See some good football, hopefully. let's see. Let's see if we can keep up with what's been happening. Did they do the Jets win the coin toss in the first? The Saints will receive football first. Saints getting the ball. They're going to start off on offense. Shough's going to get the football first with with his friends, with some practice squad players. We got red zone up right here as well. We'll keep an eye on the NFL in general. If there's anything cool that you guys see, let me know in chat so I can also see it, please. Shough has 3 wins. That's the tied for the most by a rookie quarterback in franchise history. A win would break that today. I believe he's also tied for the most passing touchdowns in franchise history for a rookie. So one would do that today as well. All right. We're about to kick off. Let's hope this goes well. I really don't know what to expect. They got nothing on offense outside of Olave, and I guess Juwan. Estime's a decent running back, I guess. All right, here we go. Here's the kick. Dante Pettis is on the return. They kick it away from Mason Tipton. Here's Pettis cutting through a lane, hitting outside, gets down to like the 28. All right, offense, let's see what you got. Saints cannot score in the first quarter all year. Let's see if they can let's see if they can do that today. Let's see if they can get something going on offense today in the first quarter. Where are they starting off at? Their 28-yard line. They're in the shotgun. It looks like Estime's the running back. Juwan, Foster, and Taysom are in. They're going to throw it. Shough with some decent time. Going down the field on the first play for Olave, incomplete. Pass was a little bit short and low. Shough has to tie his shoe. I thought he was injured for a second. He's just tying his shoe. Saints going downfield. Shough just barely missed them. All right, 2nd and 10. Taysom Hill is at running back, it looks like. They're going to hand it to him. And Taysom Hill with a decent gain. He's got like 7, 8. Oh, my God, he fumbled. Are you joking? Did we just fucking fumble on the second play of the game? Fuck. Really? Can we stop with the Taysom Hill handoffs now? They don't work. And when they do work, he fumbles the football. What the hell? Was he down? That's really close. I couldn't tell on that angle. Taysom Hill, it's over, man. This is your last home game. I don't think they're going to overturn it. Well, great way to start, Taysom. Get ready to learn retirement, buddy. Get ready to learn retirement, buddy. Taysom is so washed. Please stop hitting the football off to a backup quarterback. Actually hand it off to a running back, please. That's just absurd, man. Stupid. Keep that guy off the field, please. I'm so over Taysom Hill. Saints legend, but enough. Enough, please. The Jets have the fewest takeaways in the NFL this season. And Taysom Hill just gave him another. Brady Cook rolling out. Few yard gain on a check down. Fucking fumble to start off the game is so stupid, man. Second play of the game and Taysom Hill fumbles the football. I don't know why we just didn't hand it off to, a running back. Taysom is cooked, man. He's so washed. Enough of the Taysom Hill, please. We're about to get dotted up by Brady Cook, aren't we? 2nd and 6 for the Jets. They're already in field goal range. Their special teams is really good. Here's a handoff to Brees Hall. He got a first down. It's time for the known names to go. Taysom is one of them. Taysom can go. DeMario can stay. Cam Jordan, I wouldn't mind staying. He leads the team in sacks. But there's a price, though. I'm not paying a lot of money to keep those guys. But yeah, Taysom Hill, it's got to be over. It's done. It's over. All right, 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 26 after a fumble. They just got a first down. It's a pitch to, I think, Brees Hall. Chase Young with the tackle after a yard or so. What is that? Oh. Yep. Suvi, don't know what to tell you, man. The Saints just cannot get anything going on opening drives. And even when they get an 8-yard gain, Taysom Hill fumbles it. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Jets. Don't let Brady cook. They're going to hit a screen out to... Who the hell is that? They just got a first down on a screen. Isaiah Williams? Oh, that's their punt. That's their return man. That guy's really quick. Taysom just doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't. He hasn't had it since this whole season. Well, they are at the Saints' 13-yard line. Brady Cook is in the shotgun. Brees Hall's in motion. The Jets are going to run it with Brees Hall. And there's DeMario Davis in the backfield for the tackle for a loss. Nice play. And Shadur Sanders just threw a touchdown versus the Bills. The Panthers are in the red zone versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. Rico Dowdle just got down inside the 10. Great play from DeMario Davis versus former team. The gold unis are fire. I'm kind of liking them. I'm liking them. I wonder what they'd look like with the regular gold helmets, though, too. But I like the all gold unis, for sure. 2nd and 12 for the Jets. Brady Cook is going to throw. Bass is batted at the line of scrimmage by Jonathan Bullard. He's low-key been a good, like, rotational, depth chart kind of guy on the D-line. I like what Jonathan Bullard's brought to the team this season so far. 3rd down and 12. If we let up a 3rd and 12 to Brady Cook in the Jets, call it a day. Let's see if the defense can come up with the stop here. Third and 12. Brady Cook is throwing. Has some time, dumps it out to Isaiah Williams. That's well short. They're just playing for the field goal at that point, and they're going to kick it. Gold unis are nice, but they need to win in the black helmet. Yeah, I don't think they've won a single game in the black helmets since they brought them in. What was that, 22? They got to get a win in the black helmets. Tyler Shough broke the color rush curse. Can he break the black helmet curse? All right. I'm assuming this guy's going to make it. The Jets special teams, if there's anything good about them this year, it's their special teams. Here's the kick, and it is up, and it is good. Jets up 3-0 after a Taysom Hill fumble. Saints defense holds up strong, though. Doesn't allow a touchdown. Same old first half Saints. Yeah, the Saints games don't really start until the 3rd quarter, at least for the Saints offense. All right, let's see what's going on in red zone. Cowboys and Chargers. Dak on the 4th down the field. Was that George Pickens? With a big gain down the field. They're in the Chargers red zone. That's an interesting game. Chargers and Cowboys. Chargers offensive line is just so depleted. But Justin Herbert is finding ways to win. I mean, they're so bad. They threw a pass to Trevor Penning last week. That's bad. We had a good drive. I mean, the drive was 2 plays. But yeah, they were going to be in a 3rd and 2. J.J. McCarthy just threw almost a touchdown to Jordan Addison. Is Justin Jefferson going to end up with 1,000 yards this season? I know he's like at like 800 and something. Justin Jefferson needs 170 yards to get to 1,000 in the next 3 games. Can he get 170 yards? Cowboys just scored. Ryan Flournoy. Touchdown Cowboys. Dolphins and Bengals. Quinn Ewers is starting. Did he just complete a... He just completed a crazy 20-yard pass to Darren Waller. Taysom is done for. Yeah, I've seen enough. Keep number 7 off the field, and after the season, keep him off the facility. We don't need to see Taysom Hill play any more football. No more football for number 7. He needs to go be a family man and disappear in Utah or Wyoming, wherever he's from. All right, we're back from commercial in the Saints game. I'm checking out what's going on with Miami with Quinn Ewers. It's a handoff to Achan. Ewers just threw a block. They run a double reverse. Ooh. And Jalen Wright just got clotheslined. Taysom needs to go to Denver. Look, if Sean Payton wants to trade for him, I'll gladly trade him to Mr. Sean Payton. Jets just shanked this kick, and the Saints are going to have excellent field position. They shanked the kick. Saints are going to get it at their own 40. Well, great field position. Let's see if the Saints offense can actually do something with it and not fumble the ball on the second play of the game. The Jets fired their defensive coordinator earlier this week. There's no way we should be losing to the Jets today. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Saints. Let's see what they do here. If you're going to run it, please run it with a running back. Estime's in the backfield. They're going to run it with Estime, who cuts it outside, drops the shoulder, and picks up 5 yards. Good run from Estime, drops the shoulder on the Jets defender. It's a good start to the drive for the Saints. They go no huddle, 2nd and 5. Another run to Estime, who picks up 4 yards. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down marker. 3rd down and 1. Probably run it with Estime again. Taysom Hill is at fullback. Estime's the running back. It looks like they're going to try and run it again. They hand it off to Taysom Hill. He got the first down, it looks like. It doesn't look like he fumbled it. Thank gosh. He runs hard. Yeah, I like the way he runs. He's a ground and pound running back. James Cook just got a big run versus the Browns. Oh, what a run. Shough, quick pass, low ball to Chris Olave. Shough with a few low passes today to Chris Olave. That one gets completed, though. Buffalo just scored on a James Cook touchdown run of 50-ish yards. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Saints after a 6-yard completion to Chris Olave. They are in Jets territory for the first time today. Saints rocking with Moreau, Juwan, and Taysom. Shough, quick pass out to Chris Olave for the first down. It's going to be the Chris Olave game. He's going to get 30 targets. As he should. They got no one else to throw to. Olave already with 3 targets on the game. I believe Shough's thrown the ball 3 times. Another first down for the Saints after a first down to Chris Olave. They're going to go play action here. Shough's rolling out right. Decent time. And he's just going to throw it away. Nothing open downfield. Looked like he was trying to do some misdirection, finding someone on the scramble drill, but no one could get open. Second down coming up. Meanwhile, in the NFC South title game, Tampa Bay just got a first down into Carolina territory. Saints changing the formation. They're now an empty backfield, 5 wide. It's going to be a throw. Shough zips it to Juwan Johnson for 4 or 5 yards. Third down and medium coming up. They need to draft a wide receiver. I agree. I like Surratt or Tyson or Carnell Tate. They need a receiver. 3rd and 5. Empty backfield again. Shough to throw. Zips it. Finds Juwan Johnson in a tight window for the first down just outside the red zone. A little bit of a dangerous throw, but he got it there to his man, Juwan Johnson. A very tight window. A little bit late, but it got there. They're going to run. Oh, no. Play action. Shough. Looking downfield. Is that pass interference? They're not throwing a flag. Looking for Taysom Hill. And, of course, it falls incomplete. Because Taysom Hill is not a wide receiver. Well, that's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Saints just outside of the red zone. The red zone offense has been much better over the past 3 weeks. Let's see if it continues here. Saints so far this drive have ran 9 plays. Shough to throw under some pressure, looking for Estime. Passes low and incomplete. A lot of his throws today have been relatively low. I don't know if that's something to do with lack of chemistry, pressure, for throwing it too fast. Well, 3rd and 10 coming up for the Saints. Olave's going in motion. This is a must-throw situation. They're going to play action. Shough dumps it off to Mason Tipton, who's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down marker. Let's see what Kellen's going to do. Is he going to go for it? It's 4th and 4. They're probably going to kick it. Oh, it looked like Shough had Juwan Johnson open down the field a little bit for a possible touchdown, at least from that angle. All right, Charlie Smith is going to kick it. How long is this? 34 yards. Let's see what Charlie Smith's got. Officially signed to the roster this week. Charlie Smith's kick is up. The kick is good, but just barely got in. We got a tied ball game, 3-3. Yeah, it was a bad throw. I agree. Shough seems a little bit off right now. A few really low throws. Let's see how the rest of the game plays out. But he's definitely not making he's not making the best throws right now. And he was on the injury report this week with some type of like he was fine, but maybe like he's just a little bit extra sore or something. I'm just trying to think of why his passes are a little bit lower or a little bit later than usual. And of course, he is playing with the practice squad players, so like he doesn't have a lot of chemistry with these guys. Maybe that has something to do with it as well. Bucky Irving just got down to the 1-yard line. Giants are in the Vikings red zone. Let's see what's going on here. They run it. I think that's Tyrone Tracy. I'm going to mute for a second. Tampa Bay just scored on a fade route to Mike Evans, the fake Hall of Famer. Chargers are just outside the red zone in Dallas. Herbert. Oh my gosh, Justin Herbert just delivered an absolute dime to Quentin Johnston. What a freaking throw. Holy crap. What a snag and what a throw. We're going to see Cade New York. I hope we don't need to. Charlie Smith's been decent. Coaching needs to make some adjustments. Yeah, I want to see a new special teams coordinator. A new one. The special teams hasn't been good. They need to make some changes. You're back this week for the watch party, Steven. Appreciate you joining in. Drinking beer has begun. That probably began after a Taysom Hill fumble. You don't like these unis? The week 1 unis weren't bad, but I like the all gold. What are your guys' thoughts on the black helmets? It feels like people either hate them or love them. There's no like mutual ground on them. Joe Burrow just threw a touchdown to T. Higgins against Miami. I personally like the black helmets, but I can understand why people don't like them. But I think the black helmets are cool. All right, here's the kick. Good bounce, and it goes through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson Dart just got sacked. Looked like he went down pretty hard on that one. He's been evaluated for so many concussions, man. He needs to protect himself. Always loved the black helmets. I like them too. It feels like maybe they should like redesign or retouch them a little bit. Like maybe get rid of the thing down the middle, or maybe kind of redesign the shading of the logo. I'm not sure. The Jets are going to start this drive at their own 20. Good kick from Charlie Smith. Puts him in bad field position. Brady Cook. Screen out to Breece Hall. And he's going to get a first down. Are we really going to get sliced and diced by Brady Cook? Are we really going to get sliced and diced from Brady Cook, man? Like, we don't really have to... I don't think we need to worry about any deep shots. We could probably be a little bit more aggressive today. Bring some pressure. 1st and 10 from the 30. The Jets are going to run it with Breece Hall. He's got 5-ish, 6 yards. Man. Are we really going to let the Jets run us down? Walk us down? Membu for the Jets has been really good. Their rookie tackle. He's been really good for the Jets this year. And then they also have Alu Fashanu on the other side. They're basically the Saints the past 2 drafts in terms of the first round. The Jets, another run, this time to Breece Hall. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short of the first down marker. Defense looks like they're all constipated. Just a little bit. We're whiffling on tackles again. Yes. The Saints have the 26th ranked run defense and the 6th pass defense. That also has to do with just them losing a lot of games and teams don't throw the football. 3rd and 1. Brady Cook just takes it for the QB keeper for the first down. There is a penalty. Cam Jordan and a Jets player getting a little chippy. What's the penalty? I think it's going to be on the Jets. Is it at a chop block? Is it a chop block? It is a chop block on the Jets. A 15-yard penalty. They're going to redo third down. That is a huge penalty, man. That's a big penalty, man. Now Brady Cook has to throw it on third down and 15. We can't let this one up. It's probably just going to be a little screen or a check down and hope to get some yards after the catch. If I'm Brandon Staley, I'd blitz him. Alontae Taylor shows blitz. Is he going to blitz? No, he's not. Brady Cook to throw. Dumps it off to his tight end. And he is short of the first down after a 10-ish yard gain. And the Jets, I'm assuming, are going to punt. Minnesota getting close to the Giants' red zone again. Someone is down for the Vikings, number 27. I think that's Trey Mason. I'm not a big fan of these commentators in this game, by the way. I'm not a big fan of whoever this is. Jets running some trick formation nonsense to punt this football. Here's the punt. It is up. It is Pettis back to return. He's going to field it around the 15. Here he is on the return. Gets about like 10-ish yards. Gets about the 25. And the Saints offense will be back on the field very shortly. All right. We got a 3-3 ball game. About 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Let's see what's going on in this Dolphins game, man. What's Quinn Ewers up to? They're in Bengals territory. Achane on a pitch. Achane, oh my gosh. Devon Achane. Oh my gosh. Well, he just scored like a 52-yard touchdown. Devon Achane, man. We always talk about Gibbs and Bijan and Saquon. Devon Achane's in that same category. That's awesome. Is Tua wearing just his jersey and no pads? I saw that he was inactive. Devon Achane's nasty, man. Devon Achane. The Saints need a running back like that. Get some speed. Look, it may not be the popular opinion, but Jeremiah Love. If the Saints could get Jeremiah Love and spend some money on the guards in free agency, I'm not mad at it. I'd really enjoy that. Let's see what's going on in the Panthers and Bucks game. Bryce Young just fell to the ground and then got sacked. Is Bryce Young injured? No, he got up. And then Bryce Young, the next play, just a little check down. Who do you guys want to see get into the playoffs, the Panthers or the Bucks? I feel like I'd rather see the Panthers get in. I feel like they can play spoiler, and the Buccaneers would just be one and done, like the Steelers. Paulson Adebo, I think, just got a pick in the Vikings game. Did J.J. McCarthy just throw that pass behind him? Paulson Adebo comes up with the pick. It's the first time I've heard his name, I think, this season. We've seen him make a play. Pass was dropped by Naylor, but it also was behind him. Rather see the Panthers Saints game. Saints will have at least one pick six today. I hope so. That'd be cool. And we are back from commercial. Let's see what the Saints offense got. Let's see if Tyler Shough maybe he's warmed up a little bit now. Felt like some of his throws were a little bit lacking some zip before. Let's see what they can do. They said that there was a late flag thrown after the punt. What was the flag? Penalty on the Jets for holding, so that gives the Saints a little bit extra field position, an extra 10 yards, which is nice. They're going to start this drive off with a run to Estime, who only gets a yard of that. Do the Saints only have 2 active running backs on the roster right now? I'll have to check that. It looks like they're going no huddle, hurry up offense. So I'll have to check that in a moment. They're going to go play action. Shough zips it over the middle. There's Chris Olave for the first down into Jets territory. Big gain to number 12. Are they going no huddle again? There's Tyler Shough. That one wasn't low. He got that one. Shough throwing again. Dumps it off to Olave, who takes a little bit of a big hit to his back. Looks like he got a few yards there. The Saints only got 2 active running backs on the roster, an Estime and Hull, with Taysom Hill, I guess, as well as an option, but let's not go that route. We'll probably see a Mason Tipton end around at some point today. 2nd and 7. Mason Tipton in motion out of the backfield and running back. A little shovel to Taysom Hill. He's got a first down and he's still going. That's a good design from Kellen Moore. Good play right there. Nice bounce back for Hill. He held on to the football. Nice design. That's an excellent play design. You got a little misdirection. Look like a screen to Mason Tipton, and then you shovel it to Taysom Hill. That's a really good play design. Saints got a good drive going. Let's see if they can finish it. They're just outside of the red zone. Let me know, chat. Who do you think is going to score if they score this drive? Olave. Looks like there's some miscommunication right now. Taysom's at quarterback. Why is he at quarterback? Taysom's going to run it on a QB power and picks up 4 yards. Let me know, chat. Who do you think is going to score this drive? What happens? Run, throw, trick play to Kelvin Banks. I want to see a Kelvin Banks touchdown, man. They've lined him up at tight end a few times. Kelvin Banks scoring would be incredible. You got Kevin Austin Jr. That'd be cool. I don't think he's ever scored an NFL touchdown. Get his first one. They got 2nd and 6. They're going to hand it off to Estime. No, Evan Hull, who gets a yard. We got a 3rd and 5 coming up. That might do it for the first quarter. Maybe Hill being warmed up will be okay. I don't know, man. You can't be fumbling on the second play of the game. Like, that's unacceptable. Maybe we shouldn't. We should wait until the second quarter to run this play because the Saints' first quarter offense isn't good. So maybe wait and let this clock run out. They're lined up. They try and draw them off sides. Okay, they're going to take it to the second quarter. Saints at the 21-yard line with the 3rd and 6 coming up when we come back from the for the second quarter. Let's check some fantasy football. Let's check in on some. I started Joe Burrow last week, man. What a disaster. Started him over Dak Prescott. Bills, Browns, 7-7. Chiefs and Titans is scoreless. I think that's expected. I think the best game on right now might be Cowboys and Chargers. And then I think the Panthers and Bucks is probably up there. I really want to see the Chargers win. Like winning despite all the shit that they've had to deal with would be pretty cool. That quarter went by quick. It did. That was a 35-ish minute quarter. He always has a few fumbles in a season. It feels like he always seems to fumble at the worst possible moments, too. Like, he'll fumble 2 times a season, but those 2 times will always come up in, like, the most worst possible moment that it could possibly happen. All right, what do you guys think is going to happen on this third down, though? First down, incompletion, touchdown, sack. Let me know. I think the Saints are going to end up a yard short of the first down, and they're going to go for it. I think we're about to be back from commercial, from the looks of it. You guys see 50 Cent dapping up Tyler Shough pregame? Tyler Shough has some motion, man. 50 Cent dapping him up. Chris Olave touchdown. First down. Go for goal. If I'm the Saints, this is probably a play you want to go to Chris Olave. Him or Juwan. No Devon Vele. So it's got to go to Juwan or Olave. He might be able to run it in too. Jets showing pressure. They bring some pressure. Shough to throw. He is sacked. Jets bring pressure and get home, and Tyler Shough is sacked. Let's see what happened here. Yep, Evan Hull, the running back, whiffs on the blitz pickup. And Tyler Shough gets sacked. All right, Charlie Smith with a 49-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if he can get it in. Charlie Smith's kick is up, and it is good. Charlie Smith continuing to make a name, and Buffalo just scored a touchdown in the Browns game. Evan Holt's got to do a better job picking up that blitz. That's where you miss Devin Neal for sure. Cowboys end up with the field goal. They had a touchdown, but it looked like it got called back. Charlie Smith, so far the season's been pretty solid. Let's hope he can keep this thing going. Devin Neal knows how to play ball. He definitely knows how to blitz pick up for sure. He does it better than Alvin. He definitely does it better than AK. Kendra, I feel like, was getting better at blitz pickups. Must be hot in the dome. Shough was pouring sweat. Yeah, he's probably just going hard, man. Giants and Vikings. That game seems meaningless other than just trying to see their young quarterbacks play good football. Charlie Smith on the season. I think he's like 5 of 6 now. Pretty solid. He had one missed kick, and that was in the Tampa Bay game. Playing in the monsoon, tsunami, whatever. Let's hope he can keep that going. Jackson Dart with a nice throw, but dropped. We just got a Keon Coleman commercial. He's a healthy inactive today. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted the Saints to draft Keon Coleman during that draft. Thankfully, they didn't. They took Fuaga and Kool-Aid. I also wanted them to draft A.D. Mitchell. I guess thankfully they didn't draft him either. It's an even game. Let's go Jets. We got a Jets fan in here. That's cool, man. I'm glad a Jets fan's in here. They're showing the Charlie Smith Ireland reaction when he kicked the game winner or his first field goal. This story's crazy, man. Came over from Ireland, never kicked a football in his life, and now he's playing really good ball for the Saints. I'll have to do a video on his story come the off season. All right, Smith's kick is off, and that's a touchback. He just kicked that he just kicked that thing to the back of the end zone. Rachaad White in the Bucks and Panthers game just broke off a huge run. All right, defense, let's see what you got. The Jets offense has 3 points only because of a fumble. They had a decent drive going last drive, and then a penalty pushed them back. So let's see what the Jets can do. See if the Saints defense can hold them again. You wanted Tet. I did too, but I don't think they're going to draft him even if the Panthers didn't take him. They're going to start this drive from the 35, and they're going to go with a run to Davis. Is that Isaiah Davis? And now there's a penalty on the play. I think that might be on the Saints. I thought I saw someone pointing towards the Saints. Okay, well, while they discuss this penalty, let's see what's going on in Carolina. Unnecessary roughness on Alontae Taylor. That's a big penalty, man. They're now in Saints territory after that. Let's see, what did Alontae Taylor do? Alontae Taylor not able to control his emotions. Did not like that. Control yourself, man. It's a dumb. This is an offense for the Jets that can't get anything going. And if you do stupid stuff like that, that's the only way they're going to move the football. Brady Cook play action. Time. Dumps it off to Davis, the running back, who's got a first down. And now they're just outside of the red zone. Holy crap. Jets, they're in the red zone. They're at the Saints' 20-yard line, man. Are we really getting walked down by Brady Cook and the Jets? Hand off to Davis. No Breece Hall on this drive. He gets a few yards. Is Breece Hall injured? Doesn't look like Breece Hall's injured. Isaiah Davis is just in. 2nd and 8 for the Jets at the Saints' 18-yard line. Don't like this, man. The Jets' offense is just forcing the Saints to make tackles and make stupid mistakes. Brady Cook is going to throw. Quick pass. Pick it up. That pass is deflected by Justin Reed. Someone go pick it up just in case. We saw what happened Thursday night. We all saw what happened Thursday night. Someone go pick up that football. Good pass deflection from Justin Reed. Brady Cook was trying to get a quick pass out to the flats to his tight end. Third and 8 now. Let's see what the Saints defense can do. Let's see what the Jets offense is going to call here. 3rd and 8. Brady Cook to throw. Quick slant. Almost picked by Kool-Aid. He dropped it. Brady Cook was looking for the slant, and it went through Kool-Aid's hands. You got to come up with that play, man. Think that was... Someone said Mechie. Did Mechie drop it? I felt like he was doing good for the Saints so far. I mean, for the Jets this season. Nick Folk has 97 consecutive kicks made inside 40 yards. That might have just jinxed him. 36-yard kick for Nick Folk, and the kick is up, and it's good. 6-6. And that is going to take us to commercial. Man, that dumb Alontae Taylor penalty. You can't have stupid mistakes against a team like the Jets, man. The Jets have a hard time moving the football as it is already. And if you're going to give them a free 15 yards and then let them take the free check down, like, stuff like that can't happen. All right. Meanwhile, in red zone, Justin Herbert with the handoff to Hampton. Hampton with the big run. Drops the shoulder. This game will be determined by which QB turns it over first. It might be determined by who scores a touchdown first, honestly. Herbert just threw another dime, this time to Ladd McConkey, I think. Maybe not McConkey. Let's see. Is there anything to show on here? Any plays to show? They got a Justin Reed pass deflection. Nothing really to show right there. Chris Olave rocking some drip, though. It's a fire photo. But yeah, not exactly a whole lot to pull up highlights clip wise. All right, they got the NFC South game on Red Zone right now. Baker just completed a pass for a first down. If they're going to score, I hope it's to Bucky Irving or Emeka Egbuka. This is a damn field goal game. I really hope we see a touchdown in this game, man. All right, we're back. Let's see if the Saints offense can get something going here. They've gotten stuff going before in this game, but haven't been able to finish off the drives. You think they'll keep AK out for the season? They might as well. Justin Herbert with the touchdown pass to Ladd McConkey. Herbert's playing with a broken hand and like the worst offensive line in the NFL, and they're still winning games. That's insane. All right, here's the kick. Who's returning this? Is this Dante Pettis? Yes, it is. Cutting it outside. Bad return. Gets it to the 20. Really bad return. Mason Tipton was not out there as one of the returners. I don't know why. He's been a good returner for the Saints. They're going to have bad field position starting at their own 21-yard line. The Saints special teams, if there is one area the Jets are better than the Saints, it is special teams. All right, they're starting off at their own 21. Shough is under center. They're going to run a pitch to Evan Hull. He's got a yard or two, if that. It's going to be hard to get a running game going. Estimate's a good running back, but you only got 2 running backs on this roster right now. I don't know why they didn't elevate someone. 2nd and 9 coming up. Gotta assume they're probably going to look for Chris Olave here. Tipton's out at receiver. Kevin Austin's in as well. Shough's going to throw. Zips it out to Chris Olave for the first down. It's the Chris Olave legacy game. Let's see. Is Estimate injured? We haven't seen him in a minute. I don't see anything regarding Estimate. I haven't seen him in a little bit. I was curious if he was injured. Quick little RPO to Juwan Johnson. Picks up about 4 yards. They go no huddle again. 2nd and 6 coming up. Shough's going to throw it again. Moving in the pocket, trying to make something happen. He's going to run and slide just a few yards shy of the first down. Why is Tipton not returning? I got no idea. Titans just got a safety on the Chiefs. 3rd and 2. Evan Hull is still the running back. They're going to give it to him. It looks like they're marking him a yard short, but it looked like he was a lot closer than what they're giving him. It looks like their spot of the ball was not necessarily great. 4th and 1. Might look like Kellen Moore is going for it. This might be Estime territory. Okay, Estime is on the field now. Saints 10 of 29 on the season on 4th down. Their Shough is empty backfield. Taysom Hill in motion. Now he's under center. Taysom Hill fuck, he didn't get it. Come on, man. Just hand the football off to your running back. Dumb play, man. Dumb play. You need 1 yard. Why are you getting so damn fancy? Shadur Sanders is injured, I think. His pinky was all messed up and bloody. This is stupid. Fourth and 1. Hand it off to Audric Estime, man. I don't know what the hell that was. Your entire interior offensive line is injured. Or they're all backups. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't understand. Just a completely dumb play. Just, if you're going to run a QB sneak, run it with Tyler Shough. Like, if you're going to go empty and you see Taysom Hill in motion, I think it's pretty obvious what the hell the play is going to be. And you're running a QB sneak with a guy who has sucked all season in short yardage situations behind your, second, third string right guard, your backup center, and your Dylan Radins is an okay guy. Like, yeah, 4th and 1, Tyler Shough's in the shotgun, and you see Taysom Hill in motion. Yeah, man, they're going to definitely fall for that. Sherwood made an excellent play, though. I'm not going to cap. The Jets linebacker made a great play, too. We have to give him credit, but he wasn't, I don't think he would have gotten it even if Sherwood didn't make that play. Like, the only good play Taysom Hill has had today was off a really good design from Kellen Moore. Like, stop with the damn Taysom Hill short yardage plays. So stupid, dude. Can we please, beat a team that we're supposed to beat? They fired their defensive coordinator this week. It should not be this difficult to do offense. Terrible call. Yeah, I agree. Just, if you're going to run a QB sneak, let it be with Tyler Shough. I just don't understand not going to Estime there. Well, now the Jets have good field position from the Saints 45. They're going to run it with Breece Hall, who picks up 3-4 yards. Are we going to fucking lose to the Jets, man? Second and about 6 for the Jets now. You got to assume they're going to run it or do a quick load pass. Dak Prescott just threw a touchdown to George Pickens. What an absolute dime. False start on the Jets. Saints catch a nice little break there. It'll be 2nd and 12. This would be a nice time for the Saints defense to make a play. Get a turnover, a sack. Build some momentum or something. Get some life into the stadium. Okay, the Saints get a TFL. I think that's John Ridgway with the tackle for a loss. His helmet comes off. Third and 14 now for the Jets coming up. That's a good TFL. Ridgway gets up. And now there's a Jets player being carted off. Number 76. Twile. 3rd and 14. Got to keep the Jets out of field goal range. Brady Cook's going to throw. Saints bring some pressure. Brady Cook escaping. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Got maybe a yard. Alontae Taylor, Granderson, and I think Chase Young there to bring him down. I think that's going to keep him out of field goal range. Let's hope the Jets punter shanks this punt for a touchback or this thing is blocked. Dante Pettis is back to return. Jets punt is a very, very good one. Fair caught inside of the 10. What a punt. What a freaking punt. What's going on in this Giants game? The Giants might have just scored a touchdown. There is a penalty. I think J.J. McCarthy just threw a pick 6. Is his name Mick Namara? It's an interesting name. He's one of the Jets' offensive linemen. He doesn't play much. Okay. I'm assuming maybe he got injured on the special teams or something. Who the heck is Ridgway? Hold on. They traded for him last year at the before the season. McNamara. Okay, McNamara. Yeah, I know that Jets special teams have been crazy all season. Ridgway, they traded for him last year before the regular season from the Commanders. He's been injured, I think, most of the season, though. Okay. About 7 minutes left in the first half. Still, no touchdowns for either team. Really no exciting plays. There's a Taysom Hill fumble. Shucks had a few nice plays to Olave. But nothing like highlight worthy for either side. Hopefully Shuck's win streak continues. Yeah, I'd like to see Shuck get a win. I know people talk about draft picks and all that stuff, but like I feel like if you're a rebuilding team, establishing a culture and winning means more than a draft pick. I'd like to see Estimate get some runs, man. Hull hasn't been that good of a running back and a runner. I know you got to mix it up a little bit, but let's get Estimate some handoffs here. Let's move the ball a little bit. Let's get it out of our own 10-yard line. This game reminds me of that 2021 Saints and Panthers game when it was like 18 to like 10 or something, and the Saints had one touchdown. Whoever scores a touchdown is going to win this game. First touchdown wins this game. Estime's the back. Shough's going to throw it. Over the middle to Kevin Austin Jr. What a throw. First down. Shough zips it in a tight window, and they get a big play. Shough zips it through the zone. Big play to Kevin Austin Jr. filling in for Vele. Shough's going to throw again. They go no huddle. Dumps it off to Estime. Not a whole lot there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. I like how comfortable Shough is getting in the pocket. He definitely looks better. You disagree? I mean, yeah, those are good plays. I guess, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I get where you're coming from. All right, 2nd and 10. They're going to play action with Estime. Shough's dropping back. He's going down the field. Looking for Mason Tipton. He can't bring it in. It's going to be a 3rd and long coming up for the Saints. That Jets lineman, Twele, questionable to return. That was a good pass breakup by the Jets DB on that one, on Mason Tipton. McDonald for the Jets. You guys is dealing with a little injury. Jets showing a little blitz on this 3rd and 10. Let's see what they bring. They bring a blitz. Shough's going to throw. Dumps it off to Olave, who's moving. Did he get the first? It looks like he's right at the line. Great effort from Chris Olave to get the first. Did he get it? Olave holds on to the football. Did he get it? This should be a good angle. It looks like he's like an inch, half a yard short. And it's 4th and 1 and the Saints are punting. Saints are punting. It's a fake to Taysom Hill. They got it. This one worked. Saints run the fake and they get it. If your offense can't get it, I guess your special teams can get it. Saints run a fake punt and get it. I was literally about to say, watch them run a fake punt. On my channel, I was literally about to say, watch them run a fake punt. All right, first down for the Saints. Let's see if this could be a little nice momentum builder. They go play action. Shough out wide to Taysom Hill out of the backfield, who picks up about like 6 yards. They are glazing Taysom Hill on this broadcast. I'm trying to get this Taysom Hill thing posted. 2nd and 4, they go no huddle. Shough zips it out to J.P. Holtz, I believe, the tight end for the first down. First and 10, the Saints go no huddle again. They hand it off to Taysom Hill, who cuts back and picks up about six yards. They keep going back to Mr. Number 7. They're saying that we forget he's 35. No, we see that he's 35 years old almost every week. 2nd and 4 for the Saints. This would be a good time to maybe hand the football off to Estime. Just get something going. Evan Hull looks to be the running back. Shough, play action over the middle. Finds Juwan Johnson for a nice first down. Good snag, and what a throw from Tyler Shough, and they're moving this ball right now. The RPOs and hurry up offense are working right now for the Saints. They're in field goal range. They're going to run it with Hull here, and this goes backwards. I think that's Sherwood again with the tackle for a loss. All right, 2nd and 12 for the Saints. Please get you get a touchdown here, the game might be over. They're in the empty backfield. Shough's going to throw. Zips it out. There's Mason Tipton. And Tipton gets the first down, and that brings us, I believe, to the 2-minute warning. Good job from Shough, seeing the blitz from the right, recognizing the zone, and hitting it to the left. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A touchdown here, and I think the game might be done. I don't know if the Jets will score a touchdown unless they get a kick or punt return. Where'd Estime go? I have no idea. I don't know why they're not using Estime as much as they were in the first quarter or the first drive or so. You don't know why you traded Sauce? Look, man, if I got offered 2 first-round picks for a corner, I would take that every day of the week, unless you're like on the verge of a Super Bowl and that guy is like the best player on your team. But if you're a rebuilding team and you get 2 first-round picks for a corner, I'm sorry, I'd take that. Am I a Kellen Moore fan? I'm neutral on him. Like, if 10 is like I'm most confident in him and 1 is like get him fired, maybe I like a 6, 6.5. I'm not a believer. His roster is dog shit. I feel like he's gotten better as the season gone on, but his short yardage play calling has been really bad. I will say this though, he has Tyler Shough playing really good football. He hired Brandon Staley, who's done a decent job as a defensive coordinator. And all the guys that he invested in this offseason are playing really well. Chase Young, Juwan Johnson. Those are guys who we weren't big fans of those contracts, but then they're playing relatively well. Their draft picks are playing well. So, like, I think he needs some areas where he needs to develop and grow. But I feel like he's gotten better. The offseason moves that he and the front office made have been working out. I feel like maybe the evaluations of talent is better with him. We getting shucked tonight? Kellen Moore is a Cash fan. That's the real answer right there. The Jets get the ball to start the second half. Trenton. Looks like Shadur's back in the game after it looked like he might have like broke his finger or something. It was bleeding earlier. He had to be evaluated. Dylan Gabriel went in earlier. Brady Cook and his guys trying to get ready for their 2-minute drive if they get the ball. Saints just outside of the red zone. Shough is going to throw it. Dumps it off to Estimate, getting out wide, and he's got a few yards. Every time I look at red zone, and it's a Vikings and Giants clip or play, both teams are either in the red zone, and then they like don't score any points. Shedeur Sanders split his pinky in half. Oh my gosh, did he really? Did he really? What the hell happened to his pinky? Pinky. Oh man. I saw it was bleeding earlier. Yeah, some of that pinky is hanging on by like a thread. Second and 5 for the Saints after Aaron Glenn called a timeout. They're in the red zone. Shough to throw. Good time, zips it out wide. Low ball to Kevin Austin, who can't bring it in. Third down coming up, and that stops the clock. How do you split your pinky in half? It looked like his like skin or whatever, like this portion was like hanging on, and it looked like a hangnail, but instead of a nail, it was just a whole bunch of skin. JJ McCarthy just scored a touchdown. That was pretty cool. Leaping his way in. Took a nice little shot. 3rd and 5. Saints trying to get on the jump. Jets bring a blitz. Shough throwing. Looking. Olave! Oh, he could not hold on. It was there, and the Jets defender broke it up. Stiggers? I think that's his name. What a pass breakup. Shough put it there. Olave has to bring that one in, man. That's just incredible defense. The throw is there. Olave has 2 hands on it. It just gets broken up. It's a great defensive play. Oh my gosh. Good throw, good defense. He's from the CFL. That's crazy, man. 36-yard kick for Charlie Smith. Let's see if he can get it up. It is up, and it's good. Saints take a 6-9 lead. Twice Olave dropped a TD pass. I'm not going to give Olave shit for that. That defense was just nasty. Sometimes the defender just makes a nice play. Herbert just had a nasty throw. Like, Olave should catch that, but that's just a good play from the defender. I'm not going to... Like, the play versus the Patriots that Olave dropped. Like, that's a drop. This one is, like... That's a tough play to make. The defender had really good coverage. Let's see what the Jets offense can do in a 2-minute drill. If Kevin Austin would have caught that pass, though, you probably just run the ball with Estime and you get the first down. Offense is definitely missing Vele right now on these 3rd downs. Like, they're getting them, but, like Vele, they're definitely missing Vele. No doubt about it. Quishon Judkins is leaving the field right now on a cart. Hate to see that. Tyler Shough was 8 of 11 on that drive for the Saints. Got them downfield. Someone said Chris Olave dropped another touchdown today. Did he? I don't think he dropped a touchdown today. Vele would have caught that. Yeah, but different play styles, though. But if Olave wants to get paid, like, he's got to make some of those plays. This is a field goal game, man. I'm telling you, whoever scores the touchdown first is going to win the game. Like, can we really count on either of these teams to score 2 touchdowns right now? Is Vele done for the season? Yeah, he is. I think it's just more of a timing thing. Like, given that there's only 3 games left, they're just shutting it down. Need the roster spot. Devin Neal is out for the season, too. I really got to figure out some of these YouTube live settings. There's like a create highlight video thing in here and a add a stream marker. I don't know. I don't know what that stuff does. I should get it figured out though. Bengals just scored. Here's the kick from Charlie Smith. I think the Saints are just making sure that Isaiah Williams does not return the kick. It's a pretty good game plan. Jets' return game is nasty. All right, let's see what Brady Cook and the Jets offense can do in a 2-minute drill. Maybe they make a mistake. Saints defense can get a turnover or something. He's going to throw the ball downfield, and he really has been nothing but checkdowns and stuff and screens. So let's see what they got. 1:31 left in the first half. Brady Cook over the middle. Pass is tipped from Demario Davis. Good defense right there. Good play from Demario Davis. Vele's on IR, yeah. Oh, you're referring to Olave versus the Dolphins. Yeah, the one versus the Dolphins, that should have been caught 1,000%. Olave should have caught that versus the Dolphins. This one versus the Jets, I'm not too furious about. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Jets. Brady Cook, quick pass out wide to, I think that's Mitchell. 80 Mitchell picks up about 8 yards, 7-8 yards. 3rd down. If the Saints can get a stop here and get the ball back, call a timeout, would be pretty huge. Third and 2. Big stop. Can they get a big stop? They run it with Breece Hall hitting the edge, and he got it just barely. The Saints had him in the backfield, but Breece Hall made it work. They had him. They had the stop. Chase Young and Cooley McKinstry were there. They just couldn't bring him down. It was there. The Saints had him, man. That's a 1st down for the Jets. Here he goes. Under some pressure, dumps it out to Isaiah Williams. Alontae Taylor brings him down at the line of scrimmage. Decently big hit. Jets look like they're going no huddle. They still got 2 timeouts. Someone called a timeout because I just saw Waterboy on the field. Okay, the clock finally stopped. The Saints called the timeout, actually. Clock operator just let like 20 seconds run off the clock. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Jets. They're still on their side of the 50-yard line. Saints hoping to get the ball back because they just called a timeout. Let's see if they can get a stop. You got to assume Brady Cook is not throwing the ball down the field. You could probably play a little bit more aggressive. Saints showing blitz. The Saints kind of blitz. Brady Cook avoids a sack, and then he goes down. Cam Jordan and Nathan Shepard bring him down. The Saints get there, and it's going to be 3rd and long. The Saints might be getting this ball back. Bro, Nick Folk is as big as... Dude, you know who's a big-ass kicker? The Rams kicker. That guy is massive. I was about to say the Jets' O-line for the most part today has been protecting Brady Cook. He's had a decent amount of time. But the Saints get there on that one. No audio? Did the audio cut out? Or can you guys hear me? Someone, Sugar audio's working? Okay. 3rd and 14. Brady Cook throwing under some pressure again. And Cam Jordan gets another sack. The Saints get there again. And the Saints are going to have a chance. 1 minute left in the second quarter in the first half. Brzee and Cam Jordan teaming up on the sack. Now I'm good. Okay. Don't know why the audio might have not been working, but I'm glad it is now. Could this be Cam Jordan's last home game as a Saint? I don't know. I mean, the guy has 7.5 sacks. Maybe 8, depending on how they count that drive. 4th and 19, the Jets are punting. Saints have 0 timeouts. Let's hope we can get some good field position here. What a punt. Fielded inside the 10, and it's fair caught. What a punt. Oh my gosh, man. This Jets punter is insane. I'm glad Kellen Moore learned how to use his timeouts too. If they credit Cam Jordan with 2 sacks on that last drive, he's going to be at almost 10 sacks. He'll be at like 8.5, 8 sacks. That's wild. All right, Saints starting this drive at their own 9-yard line. Let's see what they do here. 54 seconds. They don't have any timeouts. They're going to start off with throw. Shough, low ball out to Juwan. They're going to go no huddle. I'm assuming they're not going to go too aggressive here because of the field position. Shough zips it out to Juwan. Can't connect. Bryce Young just threw a touchdown in the Panthers game to T-Mac. Josh Allen is heading to the locker room with an injury. Oh my gosh, no. Josh Allen is injured. What the hell is going on, man? 3rd and 4. This is a big play. If the Saints can't get this, the Jets might get good field position. All right, 3rd and 4. Gotta hike it. Game clock is at 2 seconds. Shough snaps it. Shough out wide. There's Juwan Johnson. First down. Hurdles a man and gets out of bounds. Big play to Juwan Johnson. Big play. Juwan Johnson. Juwan loves to do these attempted hurdles, man. They don't always work, but he loves to go airborne. First down and 10 from the 46-yard line. 27 seconds left. Shough to throw. Under some pressure. Steps up. Finds Juwan again. Spin move. They got to spike this. 19, 18. I think that was a first down to Juwan, though. 15 seconds. 14, 13. 12 seconds left, and the Saints spike it. Now, this is an interesting situation. No timeout. Same thing that they were in last week at the end of the game. They're talking about the 12-second rule, which is basically you need 12, 13 seconds to run a play, run, and spike it. J.J. McCarthy just got lit up. Giants touchdown. I think that's Paulson Adebo. No, it's not. All right, 2nd and 10. 12 seconds. Shough throwing down the field. Incomplete. Looking for Olave out of bounds. 7 seconds. Charlie Smith has a big leg. This would be about a 60-yard kick. If you could run just a simple, like, 2-yard out route, just get an additional 2 yards. You could just do another play where you throw it away, run out some more clock. It does not look like the Saints are going to be... The Jets are prepared for it. They're not letting him get to the sideline. Shough is just going to throw it out of bounds, run out some clock, and Charlie Smith is going to kick a 60-yard field goal. He's definitely got the leg for it. Can he get it in, though, from 60? 61 yards, they said. 61 yards for Charlie Smith. Charlie Smith. This is a long kick. Smith, his kick is up and wide left. Not even close. He had the leg, but not the accuracy. Wide left. And we're going into halftime 6-9. Okay. It's time for our halftime recaps. Okay, where do we go? Box score. Nothing really pretty going on here. Cook, 8 of 12, 74 yards, has taken 2 sacks. Shough has thrown the football 32 times already. Goodness gracious, man. For 200 yards, no TDs, no picks. He has taken 1 sack. Taysom Hill is the leading rusher in this game. That's sad as shit. Breece Hall, 8 carries for 19 yards. Isaiah Davis, 1 catch, 25. Juwan Johnson's having a good game. 7 catches for 82 yards. Olave, he's been kind of quiet after that one drive. Defensively, they gave Cam Jordan... Let me see. Can I get this thing full screen? There we go. They gave Cam Jordan the 2 sacks, so that puts him at like 8.5 now. Sherwood is having the game of his life. Has a sack, 2 TFLs, 9 tackles. They are not letting the Jets return punter kicks, and that is a very smart idea because that special teams is nuts. Statistically, Jets 1 of 6 on 3rd down, Saints 3 of 9, not much better. 13 first down for the Saints, 6 for the Jets. Saints 1 of 2 on 4th down. Saints almost doubled the amount of plays that the Jets have ran. Jets have 92 total yards. Saints only have an additional drive. It's pretty crazy this game is as close as it is. Both teams 0 of 2 in the red zone. Jets penalized 4 times. Saints once. And now that we've gone over that, so let's pull up Twitter and look at some plays if we even got anything to look at. Okay, here is... Okay, our highlight of the game is a Justin Reed pass deflection at the line of scrimmage. This is our only highlight that we got to show. It's not fully showing. There we go. This is our highlight today. They got this fake punt, but the clip isn't playing. They got the Cam Jordan sack. It kind of... Why don't we go to a film room? Do they got it? They don't. Cam Jordan. With 2 sacks, Cam Jordan now has 130 career sacks, surpassing Hall of Famer Ricky Jackson, and he is now 17th all-time in sacks. Let's just retweet that for later. Cam Jordan made $800K today. I'm trying to see if they got the sack. No one's got the clip? Guess not. Let's see if there's anything to show on the Jets page. Here's the 4th down play that the Saints ran. Taysom Hill goes in motion from over here to under center. So obvious that they're going to sneak it. Sherwood times this up perfectly and jumps over, grabs Taysom Hill. If he doesn't do that, does he get enough to like spin out and get this first down? I don't know. But Sherwood got the stop right there. That's a big play. It's not really a whole lot to show from this game. Let's see. This is the sack that Tyler Shough took. This one is on Evan Hull, the running back. I have to like pause it every 2 seconds or they're going to copyright my stream. This guy is a free blitzer. Number 34 has to pick this up and he whiffs completely. Look at Kelvin Banks at least. Kelvin Banks is doing his job. Fuaga's doing his job as well. There's nothing there for Tyler Shough, and then he takes the sack. Here's the Taysom Hill fumble for those of you who want to see it. Hand off to Taysom. Look at Fuaga, man. Look at Fuaga opening up that lane. Look at number 75. Good blocking. Taysom just can't hold on to the football. And the ball pops out. And Jets recover it. Is there anything on the NFL page that I can look at that is Saints or Jets related? There's not a whole lot from this game. We also got. I want to check in on Josh Allen. What's up with his injury? Don't see anything related to the Saints or Jets. Why don't we look up Taysom Hill? Really? There's no. We got this. We got the fake punt right here, but the clip isn't playing. I don't know. Let me see what's up with Josh Allen. What's going on with... What's the injury on Josh Allen? He has a limp. He got injured on a play where he ran 30 yards backwards. Injury. Does anyone know what's up with Josh Allen? Okay, well, for my fellow other NFL fans who just want to see what's going on, here's Josh Allen walking to the locker room with a limp, injury. He got injured on a play where he ran like 30 yards backwards on 2nd and 1. Just trying to do too much. Running out left, cutting back right, falls down, almost takes a safety. And he's injured. This is what we're doing. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about for the Saints and the Jets while it's halftime. There's no highlights, no touchdowns. The sacks are highlights. Well, there's... I can't find any clips of the sacks. They won't play the Taysom Hill fake. This Cowboys and Chargers game is nuts. Every time I look up, someone's making a nasty play. Juwan, I can see if Juwan Johnson is dealing with a little injury or something. I don't see anything regarding Juwan Johnson and an injury. He might be okay. Or maybe we'll find some highlights here. Aha! I found some clips to use. I found some clips. Shout out to the Saints Happy Hour podcast. Here's the Cam Jordan sack. Or at least one of them. This third down. And there's big Cam Jordan. I should actually get that posted to IG soon. But yeah, here's Cam Jordan. His second sack. Pressure coming from Brazil. And there's Cam Jordan waiting to make the play. Here's the first one. Under some pressure, Cam Jordan got the sack. Or at least forced him to go down. Here's the Taysom Hill fake punt. Or at least some of it. Right here. Snap it to Taysom. Takes it up the middle. This was a really nice play design from Kellen Moore. You got Mason Tipton in motion to this left. Shough's going left, and then they shovel it to Taysom Hill for a big gain. I think this is a first down. There's a Juwan Johnson play. And that's all we got. Let's how much time is left before we come back? A minute and a half, perfect timing. In the meantime, I am going to post the Cam Jordan sacks real quick to IG. I hope we see a touchdown in this game, man. Like, I don't want this to be a 15-12 game. I gotta see a touchdown. A Saints touchdown, preferably. I got Juwan Johnson in one of my leagues in fantasy, so if like Juwan could score, that'd be helpful. Maybe get the running, like start handing the football off to Estime. Like that's not a horrible. Like that's not the worst thing in the world. Hand the football off to Estime. He only has 3 carries, I think. Olave needs a touchdown too. I just want to see a touchdown. I don't care who it is. Maybe the defense makes some plays. We got a few seconds left until we get back to second half. There's 91 of you guys in here. There's been like 100, 124, 80. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Like the stream if you're enjoying it. And if you aren't, double check, see if you're subscribed. Saints fan, Jets fan. Neither. Like, we post content trying to expand to NFL wide in general. So, would appreciate support. Josh Allen is back in the game. That's good. Okay. Actually, Red Zone has the Bills game up. Okay, yeah, Josh Allen is back in. They definitely gave him a steroid shot. They definitely gave him some juice. All right, it looks like we're about to kick off the second half. Let's hope it's a lot better than the first half. Defense is going to cook this half. I hope so. Save. There we go. Saints to kick off. Devon Achane in the Dolphins game just got a big play. Kick it out of the end zone. Don't let them return it. This seems to be the game plan for the Saints, and it's a very good one. Like half the Jets' touchdowns this season have come on returns. So I appreciate that game plan. I was very concerned about the special teams matchup. J.J. McCarthy is in the injury tent with a right hand injury. Chris Olave, close to 1,000 receiving yards. First and 10 for the Jets from the 35. They start off with the run to Breece Hall, who picks up a few yards. Yo, I appreciate that. Michelle? I hope I said your name right. I really appreciate that. I hope your shopping went well. Happy holidays to you and everyone in here. Very much appreciate that. Second and 5 for the Jets after a Breece Hall run. Breece Hall has been decent today. They run it with Breece Hall again, and it looks like he got the first down. How did Rumpf miss? I don't know. Someone in the Dolphins game just fumbled. I don't know who it was. Oh, it was the tight end, Dulcich. You ordered a Saints chain. I hope it looks good for you too, man. Raven, I don't know if you're... I hope it looks good for you. Jets got a first down on that Breece Hall run. From the 45-yard line, their own 45. There's a guy in motion. There's a few guys in motion, actually. Screen to Isaiah Williams, and there's a penalty flag. I'm assuming that's an illegal formation for the Jets. Chris Ivory shout out. What a name. NFC South matchup. The Panthers are up 13-10 over the Bucks. Illegal shift on the Jets. That's a penalty. Panthers up 13-10. Tampa Bay's driving downfield right now to start off the second half. All right. First and 15, man. The Jets have struggled to do anything, so losing 5 yards obviously is pretty significant. Brady Cook, quick out route to, I believe, Mechie, and Kool-Aid slams him to the ground. About a 4 or 5 yard pickup for the Jets. They got a 2nd and 11. Longest active streak without 1,000 rushing yards. Was that the Saints and the Jets on that list? Second and 11. Cook, draw play to Breece Hall, who makes a few man miss and then picks up a few yards. Let's see. The Saints have not had a 1,000-yard rusher since 2017. Jonas Sanker brought down Breece Hall on a big hit on that one. 3rd and 6 for the Jets at midfield. Let's see if the defense can come up with the stop. They're 1 of 6 on 3rd downs. Let's see if the Jets get it. The Saints are showing blitz and pressure. They bring some pressure. Isaiah Stallbird with the sack. That's Isaiah Stallbird. Brings him down. That guy comes in clutch, man. That guy always be coming in clutch. Fourth and 16. Here's the punt for McNamara. Dante Pettis on the return. Fair catches it. at the 27. That was really close. I did not like the way that thing was looking. Let me try and get this Isaiah Stallbird thing posted. I'll find the clip and see if I can show it real quick. Well, that's a good start for the Saints. They get a sack. Isaiah Stallbird. He didn't. Yeah, he did. He didn't hurdle the quarterback before getting the sack. He actually made the tackle on the first attempt too. That's progress. First time it wasn't a good punt. Yeah, that's the first bad punt by the Jets today. And even then, the way it was punted, like it kind of looked like Pettis was going to muff it, if I'm being honest. It didn't look great. Like, had him running super. I always get concerned when it comes to punts and the return man. Isaiah Stallbird, man, undrafted guy. Half safety, half linebacker hybrid. He reminds me of Alontae Taylor, just a little bit more like cleaner, I guess, in terms of like he doesn't make as many mistakes. I don't know if that makes sense, but very similar play styles. Playing super fast, coming in hot. His calling is special teams cap. Yeah. If he's a special teams captain as an undrafted guy, fire. Nothing wrong with being a special teams captain. I can't find the clip. I cannot find the clip of his sack. Let's scroll back up. I'm going to mute for a second. Remind you of Jenkins and Harper. That's a decent comp. I didn't really watch, or I barely had a conscience at the time when Harper and Jenkins were on the same team, but I like that comp. All right, Saints starting off from their own 27. Taysom, Evan Hull is the running back, I think. They're going to throw it here. Shough's going deep down the field to start the second half for Olave. He can't bring it in. It looked like an over-the-shoulder pass. Maybe we'll get a better... They're not going to show a replay. I couldn't tell if it was out of bounds or if he didn't have the... I can't tell if that should have been caught or not. Can we get a replay of that, man? Like, I want to see what happened there. 2nd and 10. Evan Hull is now at running back. Taysom Hill was in before. Now it's Hull. Second and 10. They're going to throw it again. Shough dumps it off to Foster Moreau, who makes a man miss and went down awkwardly. And he's limping off the field. Man, that sucks. Foster Moreau is injured. He definitely got tackled awkwardly right there. He was injured just last year too, man. Like, that sucks. That was a really rough tackle. That's a tough moment. 3rd and 5, though. Empty backfield for the Saints. Olave's in the slot. Shough throwing under some pressure, and he is sacked. He's brought down, and the Jets defense gets the play. Jawan Briggs brings him down, and the Saints go 3 and out. Who let up the pressure in the sack on this one? Was that on Fuaga? No, the right guard just got beat. The right guard just got straight up beat. All right, Saints punting. Here's Kroger. This one's an okay punt. Down at the 30. What a sequence for the Jets defense. You want to lose the rest of the games? Like, if you want the better draft pick, I don't blame you. But I think if you want to build towards something in a culture and like letting the rookie quarterback win 3 games in a row, 5 games in a row, whatever it is, like, I don't think that's a terrible thing. That's where you miss Rattler. I feel like Rattler gets the ball out quicker, has a better feel for pressure. I feel like Shough's legs is more dangerous though. Like, he's more likely to like escape and run for a big play. It's supposed to be our defense's half. It still might be, man. Like, we might not see any points scored in the second half. J.J. McCarthy's been ruled out with a hand injury. Max Brosmer's in. Josh Allen just took another weird-looking hit. Yeah, they have called a hip drop tackle on that Foster Moreau play. I feel like that should have been a hip drop tackle. I think the Titans are beating the Chiefs right now. Let's see. Oh, I just saw the clip of when Shadur Sanders' pinky got messed up. I think he got stepped on. Here's that graphic they showed of the last time each team had 1,000 rushing yards. Chris Ivory for the Jets 10 years ago. And 17 for the Saints with Mark Ingram. Almost 10 years for the Saints. Our interior offensive line is made out of paper towels. Yeah, man, they're also down. Like, they're all backups right now. Dylan Radins, I think, is an NFL starter, but like, he was a backup at the start of the season. Brady Cook play action. Rolling out right. Looking incomplete. Looking for Mechie, and Danny Stutzman was in coverage. Second down coming up for the Jets. I don't know why both teams are refusing to run the football. Yeah, I know Ivory was on the Saints. My first exposure to Chris Ivory was his touchdown run versus the Falcons. And then he went to the Jets. I think he went to the Titans too. Brady Cook throwing on second down out wide to A.D. Mitchell. He's going to be a yard short of the first. I don't know why Foster Moreau's walking to the locker room. Rattler didn't have a short leash, man. He got half the season. He got half the season. Third down and 1 for the Jets. You got to assume they're running it. Both these teams just don't want to run the football. It's a handoff to Breece Hall. It looks like he just barely got it. I don't know if his knee might have been down, though, before he got it. It looked like the Saints were about to get the stop. Did his knee go down? No, he got it. That's a first down for Breece Hall. We haven't seen Shough run on an RPO. We've seen him run RPOs. We haven't seen Shough run, I don't think. First down. Here's a run. Isaiah Davis. And there's a penalty. Looks like it's going to be holding on the Jets. Yep, holding on the Jets. That's probably going to end their drive. Might have to draft 2 guards. My ideal offseason for the Saints would be spending money on a guard in free agency. Maybe another one. Maybe like re-sign Radins or something. But the other spot, you pay big money. And then you draft a playmaker in the first round. Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, who cares? Jeremiah Love would be my pick, or receiver. And then in like round 3, then you draft a guard as well. That'd be the way I'd go about it. 1st and 20 for the Jets. They're going to throw it. Brady Cook out wide, quick little out route to, I don't know who that is. Johnson. Tyler Johnson. He picks up 7 yards. Draft one and trade AK for... AK's not getting traded, man. He literally said himself he's going to retire if he gets traded. No one's trading for him either. You want Carnell Tate? Mekhi Lemon would be cool. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Ruiz. Second and 12 for the Jets. After a good game to Tyler Johnson. Danny Stutzman's in for the Saints at linebacker. Brady Cook to throw under some pressure. Sacked by Alontae Taylor. Brings him down, and the Saints get there with the blitz. Alontae Taylor. 4 sacks today for the Saints defense. Brady Cook actually had time right there. He just held onto the ball way too long. Held onto the ball way too long. And it is 3rd and 20. They're probably just going to run a screen or a run draw play, and that's going to be that. Brady Cook, screen, Isaiah Davis, down the sideline. Ooh, big hit on the sideline. Who was that? Justin Reed, I believe. And the Jets are going to punt. And Brian Brzee for the Saints is down, grabbing his left knee. That's not good. Hate to see Brian Brzee down. Let's see if I can find something on Brzee, if someone at the game says anything. Brzee's had a good game too, man, for the most part. Alontae Taylor now has 7 career sacks, which surpasses Alex Molden for the most sacks by a Saints cornerback in franchise history. There's some records for you right there, some Saints history. Tampa Bay and Panthers, the Bucks are up 17-13, but it looks like T-Mac just made an incredible play. Why do all these Saints get hurt? Man, it's just a violent game. People get hurt playing football. It's just how it is. Brzee's I wouldn't say he's a bust, but I don't know if he's lived up to how he should have been. Nolan Smith, Yeah, we could have got him, but he didn't fit what Dennis Allen wanted to do on defense. He would have been another Zach Bond. But yeah, that 2023 draft class is absolutely awful. Kendra Miller has talent, can't stay healthy. Isaiah Foskey is maybe their worst pick ever. Brian Brzee has been up and down. A.T. Perry was decent, but now he can't even make it onto an NFL roster. Jordan Howden's decent. Nick Saldivari. That draft class is so bad. All right, we are back. Looks like Brian Brzee got cut low a little bit and looked like he non-contact hyperextended his leg. Hopefully nothing too drastic. All right, Jets punting. Here's Pettis returning it. And he gets smoked inside the 10-yard line. What? What a punt, first of all. Second of all, why are you not fair catching that? 3, Isaac Yiadom should have blocked better. McNamara, man. 3 punts inside of the 10-yard line. The Saints can't even get like one into the other team's territory. First down, Evan Hull in motion. Can the Saints run the ball? They do. They hand it to Hull, who picks up a few yards. Where's Estime, man? Estime was doing some decent things. These are some bad teams, yeah. The Saints are a bad team who's playing decently well, and then some important players got injured. Second and 7. Looks like Taysom Hill's the running back. No Olave, it's just Kevin Austin Jr. at receiver. They're going to run it with Taysom Hill, who cuts back, and Taysom Hill gets the first down. Hold on to the football. He does. That's a first down for the Saints. Good gain on that one. NFC South title game. Bryce Young. No way, Bryce Young just pulled off a miraculous play. Holy shit. All right, first down. Again, another run. This one to Taysom Hill. Can we hand it off to Estime, please? Hill got a good gain on that one, like 4 or 5 yards, but like I want to see Estime, an actual bruising running back, get a handoff. The Taysom Hill glaze is actually crazy from these announcers. Looks like there's a Brian Brzee limping back to the locker room. And I believe we do have an injury timeout currently because the clock stopped. No injury, just 2 players lost their helmet for the Saints and the Jets. Second and 6 for the Saints. Hand it off to Estime, man. Estime's in at running back. And now they're going out to empty backfield 5 wide. Second and 6. Shough. Quick pass out to Mason Tipton. Caught for the first down. Jack Stoll is terrible. Jets corners are standing around. Yeah, that's like the 3rd time I've seen them play with the Jets corners just standing there. Shough dumps it off to Estime, who makes a man miss. Hurdles a man and got the first down. Look at Audric Estime. Big play for the running back, about 10, 11 yards. Made a man miss, hit a hurdle, and then dropped the shoulder. Audric Estime. All right, Shough, they go hurry up. Going down the field. There's Chris Olave for the first down. Now they're in Jets territory. They got a good drive going. Got a good drive going. They're going no huddle, hurry up offense again. Olave up to 74 receiving yards. Shough's going to throw it. Steps up in the pocket. Shough is going to run, go down, and he slides after a few yards. Both Olave and Juwan Johnson relatively close to 100 yards today. Juwan's at about 82. Olave's at 74. I think the Saints just went hurry up offense again. 2nd and 6 for the Saints. RPO to Kevin Austin Jr. Hitting the edge, gets about 2 yards, if that. And they're going hurry up, no huddle offense again. Man. 3 receivers to the left. They're in the shotgun. Jets showing pressure. Shough option pitches it out to Estime, who got the first down. Good drive going right now. W Madden play, yeah. That's that Madden play right there. Good drive going right here. Let's see if they can finish it. Play action. Shough zips it over the middle. Looking for Olave. He looked like he started to trip a little bit. Might have been good. That safety was coming in hot. Olave might have taken a little hit right there if he didn't trip. Was it tipped? Someone said it was tipped at the line. It might have been. Gardner Minshew just had a hilarious fumble. All right, 2nd down. Taysom Hill is now at running back. Shough's going to throw it. Screen to Taysom Hill. Cutting upfield. Picks up a few yards. 3rd and 5 for the Saints. The Dylan Radins' block did not work at all, but it still somewhat worked. 3rd and 5. We're under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Estime's the back. Shough's going to throw it. Shough going for it all for Olave. Touchdown Saints. Chris Olave in the end zone. And the Saints score the first touchdown of the day. Wide open. And Tyler Shough now has the record for the most passing touchdowns by a rookie in franchise history. And it looks like he's on his way to getting the rookie record for the most wins by... and it looks like he's on his way to getting the most wins record by a rookie in franchise history as well. A 12-play, 93-yard drive. Took up 5 minutes, and Charlie Smith's kick is good. I'm going to get this posted, and then I'll pull it up on the stream. And the Saints go up 10 points, and I'm assuming that's going to be close to ball game. I don't expect the Jets to make a comeback. Olave's fighting for you. Yeah, he must be getting a ton of points if you're in a PPR. He's playing well. Let me find a photo of Chris Olave to use. Let's scroll down. Okay, they got no photos of Chris Olave. That was a nice play design from Kellen Moore. Got Olave in the slot. Then you had Juwan Johnson come down, and I think it was Juwan, and kind of like pick off the defender. Why are there no photos of Chris Olave? Cam broke a record, Alante broke a record, and Shough is going to break 2 records. And I think Chris Olave became a certain, I don't know the exact stats, but I think he like joined Thomas, Olave, Thomas, Colston, and Joe Horn for like the only receivers to reach like 900 yards or something in 3 of the first 4 years or something like that. Okay, come on. Really? There's no photos of Tyler Shough either, man? The Saints media is slacking on these photos. And I did not have enough time to pull it up on here. We'll pull it up next commercial break. I think Shough is getting close to 300 passing yards. I think he is too. 281. He's at 281. He's definitely going to get 300 today. That's crazy. Oh, and they just showed it on screen. I'm an idiot. He's at 281. And here's Charlie Smith's kick. This one is a touchback. I like the Saints game plan, not letting Isaiah Williams return kicks. The Bucs are close to losing to the Panthers. Last I checked, the Panthers scored a touchdown to take the lead. Justin Herbert, what a run. Justin Herbert pulling magic out of his ass, man. Broken hand. No offensive line. And they're still finding ways to win. We got about 41 seconds left in the third quarter. They're going to run it with Breece Hall to start. And he gets about 5 yards. And that might do it for the third quarter. How much yards Olave's got? We'll check at this commercial. After this commercial break, I will check. Jets are lined up. They're going to run a play. They didn't need to. It's a handoff to Breece Hall hitting the edge. And that's a first down. And I think there's a penalty that's going to bring this back. Panthers are up 20-17 over the Bucs. It looks like Tampa Bay just got sacked on a 4th down. Or they got sacked on 3rd and now it's 4th. All right. It is the 4th quarter. Let's check in on some stats. Some of you are asking. Olave's at 99 yards. Juwan's at 82. Let me pull up the Chris Olave touchdown real quick. Here we go. Here's the Chris Olave touchdown. Good play design. You got Olave in the slot, and then you're going to have Juwan Johnson come in and basically chip him. Get in his way. And it's just an easy play. Look at Kelvin Banks too, man. Look at Kelvin Banks. And Shough finds his man. Wide open for the touchdown. I retweeted some records. Alante sack. DeMario broke a record. 9th all-time in tackles. 3rd active player to have 1,600 career tackles. Olave has 900 receiving yards in 2025, his third season of 900 yards. Joins Colston, Joe Horn, Eric Martin, Michael Thomas, and Jimmy Graham as the only receivers to do that in Saints history. And Thomas, Colston, and Graham are the only ones to do it in 3 of their first 4 seasons. I think Olave's part of that now. Here's the Cam Jordan, Puka Nacua, and me posting my content. If you're the Jets, where the hell do you even begin in the offseason? Like, what is their number one priority? Probably the quarterback, but what is your quarterback? Like, options. Is it trading up for Fernando? Is it trading up for Fernando Mendoza? Is it Dante Moore if he declares? Is it trading for someone? Need Olave 1K. He's going to get it. Chris Olave's definitely going to get it. Coming into today, he was at, I believe, 896 yards, I think. He had 896 coming into today. So if he gets 104 receiving yards, he'll get 1,000 receiving yards. Second and 14 for the Jets after a holding penalty. Isaiah Williams in motion. Brady Cook is going to throw. Screen to Isaiah Davis. He's got a lot of space, and he's got a first down. That was a good play from the Jets. Mendoza has like 2,000 less yards. Yeah, I'm not saying Mendoza's like great or anything, but like if you're the Jets, what are your options? Kendra Miller is the guy. Kendra Miller, talent-wise, might be the most talented, one of the most talented players on the team, but he can't stay healthy. 1st and 10. Brady Cook, handoff. No, play action. Under pressure, dumps it off to Isaiah Davis, running back, and Alontae Taylor brings him down out of bounds. Brzez's questionable to return with a knee injury. I'm assuming we're not going to see him again this season. 2nd down and 9 for the Jets around midfield. They're going to run it with Breece Hall, who picks up a few. You're trading Kendra. Who's going to trade for Kendra, though? Like, if you have Saints fans saying to cut him, who's in the NFL is going to trade for him? 3rd and 5. Jets 2 of 9 on 3rd downs today. This is 4-down territory for sure. Saints are showing heavy blitz. Will they blitz? They don't. Brady Cook is under pressure and sacked. Ball is loose. Nathan Shepard with the sack and the fumble. Who recovered? And they're saying the Saints got it. The Saints recovered the fumble. Nathan Shepard with the sack and the Saints defense recovers. Chase Young recovers it. Big play from the Saints defense. All right, like we know the game's basically over, but I'd like to see another touchdown. Olave needs 1 yard to get 100. I think he needs like 10 more yards, and he's over 1,000 on the season. Juwan's 18 away from 100. That'd be cool to see. Uh, just score another touchdown, because why the hell not? There's 146 of you guys in here. I appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you're liking the stream, and if you're not, subscribe. You got Saints content, NFL content, everything like that. Just double check. Sometimes you don't even realize. And the Jets suck ass. Yes. Yes, they do. Panthers and Bucks game still relatively close. Chargers look like they're about to take a 2-touchdown lead on the Cowboys, depending on what Herbert does right here. Panthers and Bucks tied at 20. Really close game. Division on the line. What the hell happens if they tie? What happens if the Bucks and Panthers tie? Cash, you think Shough has a shot to... I think Shough could win Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to be a candidate. The guy to beat is Travion Henderson, and then I think Tyler Warren and T-Mac are contenders as well. If the Saints win out and Tyler Shough plays relatively well, he's definitely going to be an option, no doubt about it. 30 seconds ahead. What you could do is just pause it to where you're lined up, so that helps. Shough winning Dookie of the Year. He's played well, though. Shough's had some good moments. Shough pitch to Taysom, who pitches it to Mason Tipton, and he's hitting the edge. Tipton first down. That was an interesting play design. An end around double reverse from under center. That's a really funky play design, but it worked. Tyler Shough did just enough on a block. The only thing Shough has against him for not winning Rookie of the Year is the Saints' record in general. But if he ends up like 5-2 as a starter, like he should get it. Shough, handoff to Taysom Hill. Gets a few yards. Estimate, please. Estimate's the perfect running back for a situation like this. We can talk shit about Sanders and Rattler, but Shough is still doing it. I still think Rattler and Shough are playing well, though. Like, I just think Shough is just proving that he's better than them. But I don't think Rattler and Shough, like, suck. Second and 8. Estimates the back. Taysom's in motion. Shough's going to throw under some pressure from that left side. Looking for Olave downfield, incomplete. Kelvin Banks got beat on that play. Quantez Stiggers is a crazy name. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt. That's a wild name. He's had some good moments in this game, though. He had that really good pass breakup on Olave in the end zone. 3rd down and 8. Let's see what the Saints do. Jets look like they're showing pressure in a blitz. Are they going to actually bring it? Olave's in the slot. The Jets don't blitz. Shough zips it downfield. Incomplete. Looked like Pettis was the nearest receiver, but looked like some miscommunication. All right, now Charlie Smith is going to kick it. This will be a 49-yard field goal, 50-yard field goal attempt. He's 3 of 4 today, missing from 61. Does he have it from 50? The kick is up, and the kick is good. Charlie Smith got it from 50. Saints go up 13. You like the Saints because of Charlie Smith? He's doing good, man. He's doing really good. Basically 8 minutes left in the Panthers and Bucks game. They're all tied up. Tampa Bay's got it from their own 12, though. And Baker just had a pretty decent run. Nick Chubb is active today. Is this his first game of the season? Nick Chubb is playing today for the Texans. Charlie Smith looked pretty good for the Saints today, though. I mean, just in general, we went from a kicker who couldn't make 40-yard field goals and 20-yard field goals to a guy who is making them pretty consistently. His 2 misses on the season were a 61-yarder and I think a 48-yarder in a very, very bad, rainy, stormy game in Tampa Bay. We're suckers for accents. I gotta do a video on Charlie Smith at some point. Coming over from Ireland, didn't kick a football his entire life until he got to America. Now he's killing it. After Burrow drops a shit fantasy game, 3-0. Man, freaking Joe Burrow. How many points does he got? 28 points. Fucking Joe Burrow, man. I started Dak over him, so like Dak isn't playing horrible. It's a 10-point difference. The Bills and Browns game's really close. It looks like the Titans are going to beat the Chiefs. The Bengals have 45 points. That's wild. And the Saints are about to kick off. They just said the Jets, a lot of their touchdowns will come in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Williams is going to return this one from his own end zone. Oh my gosh, no. There's a penalty. Isaiah Williams with a 40-yard return. There's a flag. I think this one might be coming back. Bills and Browns, yeah. It's like 23-20. Flip. It's a penalty on the Saints for illegal hands to the face. So they get the 40-yard return and the penalty on top of it. All right. I guess we'll see if the Brady Cook has something in him. I like an underdog story. I'm not rooting for the Jets to win. But, like, if Brady Cook has some success, like, cool. I like an underdog, like, undrafted guy, makes a name for himself. I don't want to see him have success, but quick screen to Isaiah Williams. Like, I don't know. I root for like undrafted guys and 5th round guys and everything like that. Defense will get the ball. Yeah, I'd love to see a pick. I prefer seeing a pick over Brady Cook doing something. They're going to run it with Breece Hall, who's got a first down. Josh Allen, I think, just got sacked. Is that the record? Is that Myles Garrett? No. Saints, I believe, have 5 sacks on the day. Can they continue to get that total up? Being a Jets fan has to be awful, man. Brady Cook, play action, rolling out right, going down the field, incomplete. Kind of throws it into the ground. Jags quietly got... yeah, Jags are good. I think the question with the Jacksonville is, are they winning because they're playing bad teams? Or are they winning because they're just a good team? And I think their matchup versus the Broncos will be a good test of that. Like, if they can keep up and compete with Denver, like, that's a real team right there. And if they get blown out, well, we have our answer. Second and 10 for the Jets. Saints showing heavy pressure. They run it with Breece Hall, who hits the outside, drops his head. That looked like a leading with the head crown. Brady's gonna force it and screw it up. He probably will. He's not supposed to be good. 3rd and 6. Brady Cook. Time over the middle. Pass is tipped. Nearly intercepted. Cooley McKinstry with good coverage. Low-key, Cooley McKinstry's been really good recently, too. He had a rough start to the season, but he's played well the past few weeks. 4th and 6. I mean, we got to assume if they don't get this, the game's over, right? Like, they're down 13 points. 4th down and 6. Saints showing some pressure. They bring pressure. Brady Cook. Time over the middle. Picked off by Jonas Sanker down the sideline. Sanker still going. And Jonas Sanker with good field position. The rookie with the 2nd pick of the year. Jonas Sanker, man. Coming up big. Someone in chat called it. He had time. That looked very similar to the interception P.J. Williams got on Tom Brady. Jonas Sanker, man. Saints draft class coming up big. We are not going to commercial break. Play action. Shough under some pressure, stepping up, and he is sacked. It looks like Shough has a little bit of a limp. Shough throwing on 2nd and 10. Dumps it out to Juwan Johnson. They said Tyler Shough got hit hard. I'm trying to manage something real quick. I'm like half watching. I'm trying to figure this out real quick. 3rd down and 3. Shough in the shotgun. Hands it off to Estime, who picks up the 1st down. First down, Saints. All right, now I got to get this Jonas Sanker thing posted. I am so sorry for being a little distracted right now. Banks having a down game. Yeah, he's had a little bit of a down game. First down for the Saints. Pitch out to Taysom Hill. Gets a yard or so. Second and 9. After a 1-yard Taysom Hill run. Sankers had a low-key good game. A pick. He had a really big hit earlier, too. They're doing the wave in the dome. Shough, play action, rolling out right. Just kind of throws it away. Does it at the feet of Jack Stoll. 3rd and 9. They're doing the wave. Olave needs like 1 yard for 100. Let's get Olave 100, and I think he needs like 5 to get 1,000 on the season. I don't see any Jets fans joining in on the wave. Third and 9. Shough zips it out. Olave, he's got 100. The first down. The ball is loose, but I think he was down. They're calling it Jets football. Shit. Was Chris Olave down? I think he was down. It looks like Chris Olave's down to me. No one posted the Jonas Sanker pick on Twitter. It looks like Chris Olave's down. That should get him over 100 yards and 1,000 yards on the season. And Aaron Glenn is challenging it. He kind of has to, man. Desperate times. Give me another tutty. All right. Well, while they challenge an obvious downplay, what do we think happens? Put your predictions in chat. Olave touchdown, Juwan touchdown, Shough touchdown, Estime. Are they going to overturn the fumble? What do we think? What do you think happens on this drive? Shough hasn't gone off as much as he should. I agree, but also, like, the 3 interior offensive linemen are all backups. He doesn't have a running back who's on this team a month ago. His wide receivers are out. He only has Chris Olave and Juwan Johnson. Juwan was open over the middle. Like, yeah, Shough should be playing better versus this Jets team, but also, like, there's only so much he can do. And the review is over. He was down by contact. Saints football. They're still going. That should put Chris Olave over 100 receiving yards on the game and over 1,000 on the season. Yep. Olave officially over 1,000 on the season with 110 receiving yards today. Didn't think needed a lot of runs from Shough in this game. Shough and Rattler are in hell with these injuries. Yeah, every year, man, the Saints always deal with some absurd amount of injuries. It'd be cool to see if Juwan could get a touchdown for like 20 yards. That'd put him over 100 too. Pitched out to Mason Tipton, little shuffle pass. He gets like a yard. I believe Tyler Shough is now over 300 passing yards. He's at 299. Oh, now he's at 300. He's exactly at 300. He is exactly at 300. Colin Saunders is on. Is he really? Is he really on the Jets? I did not know that. Or was he? I know after the Saints waived him, he was trying to go back to Kansas City. Or he was in Jacksonville. I thought, okay, I knew he signed to a practice squad. I didn't know it was the Jets. Is this the Colin Saunders revenge game? Yes, Tyler Shough has exactly 300 yards through the air throwing. 2nd and 8. Interesting formation. Fake pitch to Estime. Zipping it out to Taysom Hill. And that's a touchdown for the Saints. But there's a penalty marker down. What's the flag? Holding on Saints. The touchdown is coming back. On Torricelli Simpkins. Calvin Banks is lined up at tight end. Simpkins was at left tackle. That's a hold. That was a really good play design from Kellen Moore. Really good play design, but doesn't matter. Got called back. 2nd and 18 for the Saints after a holding penalty on Torricelli Simpkins. Olave's in motion. Shough's going to throw. Airing it out for Hill. Out of bounds, incomplete. Yeah, Kelvin Banks is having a really rough game. Shough a little slow to get up. McDonald's been beating Kelvin Banks. Third and 18. Shough is still in. He's just going through some pain. They're trying so hard to get Taysom Hill a touchdown. And we're going to kick another field goal with Charlie Smith. Yeah, Olave's got 1,000 yards. Banks is having a tough game. All right, Charlie Smith. This is about a 38-yarder, 39-yard field goal attempt. This would put them up 16 points if he makes it, and the kick is up, and it's good. 16-point lead, and Charlie Smith, man, player of the game right now. Charlie Smith, player of the game. The Panthers just kicked a field goal of their own to take the lead, and that one's good with 2 minutes left. The Buccaneers are going to have to make a comeback. Tyler Shough is the second rookie in Saints history to throw for 300 yards in a game. And I think he joins Aaron Brooks, but I don't know if he was a rookie for the Saints, was he? All right, Charlie Smith to kick it off. And no return. Doing an excellent job not letting them return it. Chase Young is still on the sideline while the defense is out. Is he injured? I don't think Chase Young is injured. Maybe they're just letting the backups get in. Brady Cook to throw. Screen to Breece Hall. TFL. There's Cam Jordan and Justin Reed. 5 minutes left. Looks like the Saints are going to pull off this W, win 3 in a row. It's just a matter of what's the final score going to be. Brady Cook zips it out wide. Good catch from... I don't even know who that wide receiver is, but that was a solid catch. Third and 6 for the Jets. 4 down territory. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Brady Cook to throw. Under pressure. Alante can't bring him down. He's rolling out. And Cook is now sacked. Chris Rumph and Alante Taylor get there. What is that? Sack number 6 today? Brady Cook cannot take that sack, though. You either throw it away or just huck that shit up. You can't take a sack. Now it's 4th and 13. I'm assuming the Jets are not going to get this. Chase Young is in. The Saints are showing pressure. They bring some. Cook going downfield. Oh, he's got a man open. That is A.D. Mitchell with the big gain. I was wrong. I did not think he had it in him to go downfield. He beat Kool-Aid McKinstry. We're at 3 minutes and about 10 seconds left. They're in Saints territory. Brady Cook under pressure going downfield. Double coverage. Pass goes incomplete. That pass to A.D. Mitchell was the longest play of the day for the Jets of 26 yards. I really want to see what's going to happen in this Panthers and Bucks game. 2 minutes left. Tampa down by 3. Second down. Here's Cook. Dumps it off. Short and low. Incomplete. The Browns are on a 4th down and 32 from their own 1 yard line. And they got to go for it. Third and 10 for the Jets. 3 minutes left. Saints looking to win their 3rd straight. They're in position to do so. Just can't let the Jets get back in the game, which I don't think they will. Cook's going out wide. Jonas Sanker, another big play. Broke up the pass. What a game from Jonas Sanker. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful play. The Saints draft class, man, is really good. 3rd round pick in Sanker, 4th in Quincy Riley. 4th and 10. This is a must for the Jets to even have a chance. Cook under pressure from Chase Young, and Chase Young gets the sack. 7 sacks for the Saints. Chase Young closes it out, and the Saints just got to run out the clock. Saints had pressure coming every which way. Chase Young coming up big again. And it looks like the Saints are about to win their 3rd straight. Tyler Shough breaking the record for the most wins by a rookie quarterback in franchise history. And they try and win 5 in a row going into next year. Just got to run up the clock. Hand off to Taysom. Don't throw the football again this game. Don't let Tyler Shough take another hit. It's funny, like, before Cam Jordan got his first sack, I was thinking Brady Cook has had so much time. Nice try with the ad. Brady Cook has had a lot of time to throw, and then since then, 7 sacks. Chase Young. Chase Young is at like 7.5 sacks, I believe, on the season now. Just hand it off to Estimate. Yeah, no more Taysom Hill. And of course he's at running back, but hand off to Taysom. Picks up a few. Third down coming up for the Saints. They're going to take this to the 2-minute warning. And they're still glazing Taysom Hill. Make sure to ink down Chase Young and Chris. Yeah, Chase Young is on the team for a few more years. 1 dropped pass away from Olave from 4 wins in a row. Yep. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Gonna finish out the stream. Wait till the game's over. Go get some food and then start working on the video. Really got to see how this game in between the Panthers and Bucks ends. They got 1:30 left. Tampa Bay's close to field goal range. You want a franchise QB, running back, defensive. I don't think Devin Neal is going to be a franchise running back, but he could be a really good complementary number 2 running back. But they might have found their franchise left tackle, franchise quarterback, really good defensive players in Sanker and Riley, Stutzman, and Vernon Broughton. You know, the verdict is still out on them. And then a really good complementary running back in the 6th round. Like, that's a really good draft. A first down and the Saints will win. They're probably going to run it with Taysom Hill. If I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be a run with Taysom Hill. I'm just getting the victory post ready for Instagram. Best player available for the Saints. Yeah, I agree. I want a playmaker, honestly. Running back Jeremiah Love, wide receiver would be fun. I don't know if they actually do it, though. 3rd and 5. Taysom Hill is at quarterback. He's going to throw it. Taysom's going down the field. Olave, touchdown. They ran up the score. Yes. They ran it up. They're running up the score. Oh my gosh, that's so petty. I love it. Yes. They really wanted to get Taysom a touchdown in this game. I think the Panthers just beat the Bucks. I see Panthers celebrating. Chris Olave has a career game. That puts Olave about at 150-ish yards. 148 yards for Chris Olave today. Kellen Moore, man, running up the score. I love it. So Carolina is basically 1 win away from clinching, right? Okay, man, the glazing has to stop. They just said that was the best throw of the day. Stop the glaze, man. The glaze is unreal. Get this ad out of here. Jets on the return. Gets it out to like the 30. Okay, here's the Bucks play. What happened here? Did he throw a pick or fumble? Oh my gosh, Baker threw a hilarious interception. Baker, that was awful. What are you doing? Y'all really hate Taysom. I do not hate Taysom. The commentators are just like slurping him up. Brady Cook, quick pass, dropped. Colin Saunders, sad as hell on that sideline, man. Bro wants the glaze to go to Shough and not to Daddy. I don't want glaze to go to anyone from this game, to be honest. Maybe Charlie Smith gets the glaze. Brady Cook, quick pass, incomplete. Maybe Olave can get some glaze. Third and 6. Brady Cook under pressure and is sacked for the 8th time today. That's Jonah Williams. I really hope we get some Aaron Glenn beef post game because they ran up the score. 4th and 7. Brady Cook out wide. Oh, Alante nearly picked it off for a pick 6. The Jets get the first down. That should have been a pick 6. Alante just couldn't bring it in. Alante Taylor, how do you not pick that? Brady Cook throwing out wide. Has a man for a few yards. Cook, out pass, caught, clock's running. This is probably going to be the last play of the game. And then that will be the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll wait till this play is over. Last play, Cook going downfield. Incomplete. That's the game. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll have a video out later. Subscribe, like, everything like that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good rest of your Sunday.